and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of the Good Night Podcast. We are back here live in beautiful Montreal. Slightly cloudy day. We have a very special guest. We have one of the few bilingual comedians in the city. He's a man. I sat down with him in a green room, and I had a great conversation. Like, this guy's a smart guy. He's kind. He has kind eyes.
Thank you.
He's funny and. Well, you're not going to catch him tonight, but hopefully he'll come back to the Good Night Comedy Show.
Yeah.
So he's performing tonight, but hopefully he'll come back again. I'll book him again. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mr. Olivier Foy.
Thanks for having me.
His name is wrong. It should be Foy, but we'll talk about this. Yeah, let me fix my chair.
I'm so happy to be here. People are going to be so mad at me because you said bilingual and my accent is so trash. They're going to be like, no, it's a French comedian.
You speak English with an accent. That's it.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm proud of it as well.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to... I'm going to search for words, but I'm not trying to, de le cacher, to hide it.
Yeah. Don't hide it. It's part of your charm, you know? And as you know, I started doing a lot of French comedy. Not many of them speak English. And not many comedians are interested in doing English comedy. They all tell me, like, why would I make less money? I'm like, that's a good point.
But that's crazy to me. Yeah, I understand French comedians that don't want to translate, but I don't understand English comedians that don't want to try, because there's good money. But even though French comedians should try it, because there's a lot of experience to get to it. And you just said to me, like, I think you elevated your craft while translating jokes.
Absolutely, yeah.
I discovered that I have no more jokes that rely on wordplay.
Oh, that's good.
Which is a great thing.
Yeah.
When you start, like, you have baby steps in comedy, and you try you try experimenting with language.
Yeah.
But now it's all like situational, and even though I'm searching for words, people understand like the picture I'm trying to.
That's
to paint.
all you need. I like comedian. Are you as slow? I'm not saying this as an insult. In French, as you are in English? Because I never saw you in French.
No, I'm faster, and I'm trying to
slow down.
To slow in French.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
That's my advice to all up and coming comedians. If you think you're going slow down even more. Yeah. Like, you cannot go wrong with slowing. Yesterday I had a rough set.
Yeah.
And I think it's because I have a French accent. And then when the Québécois, the crowd was like super mega Québécois, like Québécois, and they were like, huh? I don't think they fully understood what was happening.
Yeah.
And I didn't fully understand.
Too fast?
I think maybe I should have spoke slower and maybe imitate them or something. So I don't know. I have to rewatch the set to see where I messed up.
Yeah. The fact is, in English, I have to be slow because I'm thinking about every word. Yeah. But it's a great thing, and I should do it in French as well, because I have to play every word in English.
Yeah.
So like, the fact that I'm stretching every word I know, and I'm just being in the emotion.
In the moment.
Because
too.
I have to get myself time to get to the next word. But in French, it would help as well.
Yeah. Especially that you have a show.
Yeah.
Where you have to be in the moment. You have you run a show in Quebec City that I had the pleasure and honor to do. It was very fun. We'll talk about it. Where if you're in Quebec, you have to check it out. It's called Humour sur mesure.
Yes.
Where as an audience member, you get to give a paper with a subject, and the comedian on stage has to riff on it and tell a joke.
Yeah, that's right. The comedian has to pick a paper in a bucket. And you have to improvise a bit.
Great idea.
Improvise a joke.
You have to be fast. That's the
That's the thing. But you don't really have to. But the counterpart to it is you have to be interesting.
Yeah.
And people that write a lot of jokes, maybe sometimes comedians try to be funny and not interesting. Yeah. So that's a great lesson on that show as well, because you can talk for 2 minutes and they will give you the time to get to an idea that's funny, because you are interesting, and they also know that it's improvised. So it's the same mentality as if they were watching a podcast. They're not expecting a joke, but they want to be entertained in some way. So you have to tell a story, or like have an opinion or an angle, and you have to trust your instinct that you wrote enough jokes that you'll know that you get to a punchline.
I found it very welcoming.
Yeah.
And because I did something similar in the past in English, and the crowd is just happy that you're saying something.
Exactly.
The bar is not. I'm not gonna say the bar is low, but they're like, oh, we know it's not a fully articulate, well-defined idea. It's something you're coming up in the spot, so they're like, let's see if you can do it.
I'm sure it's a bit like when you're trying it in French because they sense that you're trying.
That's all they want.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
all they want. It was still an extremely fun experience.
I couldn't be there on the
I
show
know,
you
it
did.
sucks.
I was so mad at myself. I had another show to do, like an audition type of show, so I couldn't miss it. But I said to Philippe Drolet that replaced.
Very funny guy. I'm gonna have him on the podcast when I'm gonna start a French podcast.
He will be great.
He's so silly.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I hired him as a writer for us. I'm gonna explain it afterwards. But I said to him, you have to explain the show 10 times before you present a comedian. It sounds like counter to intuitive, but you have because the audience have to be on the baseline that everybody is just trying.
Yeah, the crowd was very fun, very hot. I'm still learning the differences between French audiences and English audiences. I think, in my opinion, English audiences, they like it a little rougher.
I think so.
And you could say like you could be a bit more mean.
Yep.
You can be a bit more politically incorrect.
Mm-hmm.
French audiences, I find sometimes like if I do a joke that is a bit, and they're like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we acknowledge it's a joke, but
I'm doing in my stuff. I have some dark jokes, but it's. I have to be really clear about the fact that it's only a joke and it's not what I think.
Yeah.
So like I have to a décrochage, or like I have to laugh myself at my own joke sometimes after it, or I'm gonna finish like a pedophile joke and I'm gonna be like, no, I'm kidding, just to get them to laugh at the beginning, and they will understand it's a joke during the laugh.
But in my mind, I'm like, they should know it's a joke. But
I
again,
know,
I come from the English world.
It's the culture.
It's the culture, yeah?
Yeah. Because in English, you have like superstars, international comedians that has been known for doing dark jokes, like Louis C.K., Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
They're all known because they're trying to find the line.
Mm-hmm.
But in French, there's a saying a friend said to me, the French crowd doesn't like comedy, they like comedians. So they because there's a fact that it's a small culture, we're not many people speaking French, so there's a community element to it. There's like a village part of it, even though it's subconscious, but there's a real part in our history that like we have to be together, and we want to love people on stage. We want to love them.
Interesting.
So I did a 45-minute set recently, and I was looking back at the tape, and I said to Philippe Drolet, they want to love me so much, and I never gave them the chance to really cheer for me because I was just doing the dark joke, like almost straight. So I never gave them a piece of me, or like a fact that they could really relate and cheer for my personality.
That's so interesting. It makes so much sense because I'm studying French comedians now. Like when I go see a show, I try to watch as much as possible, and French comedians, they all have somewhat of a character.
Yep.
Personnage. There's a persona. Some of them are more so they're more like wild. It's more like, ooh, and let me create a crazy universe. It's there's a lot of acting. There's a lot of theater in French comedy that I don't see at all in English comedy. And in English comedy, I would say like my style is that I never thought of like, oh, they need to like me. I'm like, actually, I like it when 30% of the crowd hates me, because the 70% will laugh even harder at my joke. I've always, because I've heard Patrice O'Neill say it before, so I'm like, oh, so this is like what I'm, like I don't mind if I see a guy going, if the whole crowd is dying laughing and applauding. So maybe you're right. Maybe in French they love the comedian more.
There's a part that comedy in the US has gone further than comedy in French in Quebec, you know. So they are the standard of where you can push the limit on the craft because it's
in French?
No.
In English?
I mean, in the US,
US,
it started there. So like, the evolution of stand-up is further in the US. So I feel like people that have studied English comics in the French community, they are more like the US. But I feel like most of the comedians have only known the history of comedy in Quebec. So I think that's why they are more character and things like that, because they're not at the point where they start deconstructing, you know, the I don't know how to say it. There's a history of comedy, and I feel like French comedy, we're not far from the moment where we had real characters on stage with full costumes. We're not far from the
like burlesque.
Yeah, we're not
vaudeville,
far from
vaudeville.
that. Exactly, we're not far from that. Like in terms of history, it's like in the 90s, in the early 2000s, we still had comedians fully in costume that were selling out theaters.
That's very interesting. I never connected with these comics. Like the comics that I like, the French, Jean-Marc Parent, Louis-José Hout, Mike Ward, Sugar Sammy, William Wagner.
Yeah, that's right.
Guillaume Wagner. I always found them. For me, it was like English stand-up. It was
because they studied it,
and they were rough, you know. Like none of these guys would say they saw. Even Jean-Marc Parent was like the most likable. Flash tes lumières, dude. I remember everything. Just him, just a fat guy sweating. It's so funny to watch it now.
Yeah, he's not purely like stand-up, but it's a lot of stories.
It's a lot of for me. It's stand-up. It's not. For me, character. Yeah, it's not character. For me, characters. Les drôles.
He had one character, and he was an handicapped guy. So even that, it's like pushing the limit a little bit.
So these are the guys that influenced me. But I remember I'm like, oh, it's like les
Denis Drolet.
Les Denis Drolet.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is so out there.
Yeah.
So wild, so different, so weird. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I've never seen that in English. That's the funny part.
Yeah.
And I find in English, I tell English comedians, like, go watch a French show, because you don't have to create a character, but look at the freedom they give themselves on stage to be so big. An open mic. I did an open mic on Sunday. I did the Terminal. Exactement. And it was like, I walk in, I'm like, my God, what a beautiful spot.
It's a great room.
Open mic. And you had a guy who was filling the room with his body, and like it was a big character, and it was an open micer.
Oh,
like it was doing an open mic.
A full-on character?
Like it was a persona. He wasn't dressed anything, but the way he filled the room, I'm like, oh, this guy's a background.
The name?
No.
Okay.
It was clearly this guy had a background in theater, or he studied theater, because he was just so expressive and alive. Wow. And I'm like, wow, all right. I'm not like this normally, but I will allow myself to test it out and play with it.
It's funny that you're looking at that and it inspires you.
Yeah.
Because I see that as like they are still the comedy in French is not as evolved as the stand-up in English. So I see that as like the past a little bit.
It's you could see it this way. It is the past.
Yeah.
Because eventually you want. I don't want to say it's the past, because even comedians that we don't think they're playing a character, I think they still are.
Of course.
When I saw Louis C.K. when he came to Montreal, even with small movements, he was filling up the room. So it's just that I'm not a character guy, but like the idea, like, oh, you know what? Let's see if I can be even bigger. Because I remember once someone told me I was doing a show, and Rachid Badouri, it was in English, came to drop in to do a spot. It was like in a casino or something. Yeah. And the guy who booked us, who booked me, Rashid just came in to, he was testing out some material. Yeah, he didn't ask for a spot, Rashid. He got in.
He had it.
He had the spot. He's like, hey, can I come in? And he's like, of course, yes.
Yes.
And he filled up the stage. And Rashid is a big character on stage.
Yeah.
He's a small guy, but he's 12 feet tall when he's on stage.
Yeah, he's one of the guys that has been discovered early 2000 as well. It's funny because I feel like in stand-up, like I'm gonna say US, but because
English,
they still do a little bit of character when they have an act out.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the French comedians, their whole act is one.
There's a lot. There's a
act
lot
out.
of that. Yeah, I've seen a lot of that. But for me, when I see this, because again, at my level, I'm doing a lot of open mics and a few like real shows.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't yet switched where it's like paid gigs, rodage, blah blah blah. I'm still doing a lot of open mics and a few. In the open mics, I see people like that you're talking about who it's just a character.
Yeah,
they're getting their laughs on the character on the faces. I'm like, okay, you just haven't learned how to write a joke yet.
Yeah, but I feel like the guys and gals that have been working for a long time, they are more real stand-up than characters. When you go to a certain point, because you study characters and the history of comedy in Quebec, so you know that existed, but you want to transcend it and you want to evolve it. So one of the way to evolve the craft is to deconstruct things and just be pure jokes. So everybody that works at the bordel in French, they only do real stand-up. Like maybe they do act outs, but it's just like English.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So I feel like it's more like it's more open micers that are more free. You can say they are more free. I have a part of me that judge that but I'm judging it also to protect myself because I wouldn't have the guts to do it as big as they are.
The way for me, when I was younger, I was like, look at this fucking
exactly.
Gabe censored this. Sorry, that's my editor. My friend, he edits the podcast. But now I'm like, oh, let's see if I can be inspired by everything because I feel
that's a great way to.
I feel like I landed in a new planet. And I see these guys, and they're getting big reactions from the crowd. I think it's because, here's my theory, and it makes sense with what you said that le peuple québécois, the Quebec audiences, they love the comedian more than they love the comedy.
Yep,
that makes so much sense because I find the crowds, if they like you, they're so warm and giving.
Exactly.
A punchline cannot be that big, but if they like you,
big
laughs.
They give. Love applause.
Yes.
You don't really have to earn it about the fact that they want to cheer for you.
That is, I have to learn to adapt to this while I'm adapted to hostile English crowds.
Funny. Yeah, it's the exact opposite.
I might speak with Sugar Sammy to see how how he managed to to build his
rhythm
to both crowds. I need to lose weight and get hotter. Maybe that's the thing. Because like I realized, like I shave my beard, I shave my head.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this is not likable. I know this kind of scary a little bit.
Hey, but it can be.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because yesterday they did not like this. Let me tell you this. They're like, oh, what did he say about his wife?
Maybe keep the hat. Maybe.
I don't want to be. I shaved my beard.
Yeah.
And then I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, ugh. And that was my first instinct, like, oh, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think you're supposed to have this feeling towards your face.
Yeah, towards yourself.
You're like a face.
Why do I look like a Russian mob guy?
Yeah, like this face of like terrified and disgust. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I decided I'm not gonna grow my beard. I'm gonna shave my face till I love my face. Till I'm like, okay, this is good. I'm like, because it doesn't make sense. You're not supposed to look at your face and go,
yeah. But, yeah, that's funny. I never look at myself like straight up in the mirror.
Yeah,
I always do a face because I want to like my funny faces. I'm not able to love myself like normally.
That's so funny you say that.
Do you feel... I feel like when I'm working in French, I'm trying to incorporate more smiles. That's so stupid to say.
Yeah.
But like, if you go up on stage with a big smile at the beginning, like they love you 50%
Show me your smile. Oh, you have a beautiful smile. Yeah. It's so funny. Again, I do believe that smiling on stage, whether it's French or English, helps a lot.
Okay, so you do smile in English as well?
I'm not self-aware. My problem is like my smile, again, without the beard, I'm like I don't like this. So I just look what's his name? Tommy Peltier.
Yep.
So I did a show, and at the end, Tommy Peltier, he's a comedian here in Montreal. He roasts everybody on the show.
Yeah. At the end of the show.
At the end of the show, and he said, "I look like the evil guy in the Minions." Minions.
That's funny.
What's the name of the Mr. The bald guy?
Evil guy?
Yeah.
No, the main character.
Yeah.
Gru.
Gru. I said, I'm like, all right. Well, Gru is not funny, so I'm like, I have to find a way.
He is. It's Steve Carell, man.
Yeah, but he's like, my jokes are very self-deprecating, so I'm like, I need to solve this. I cannot have this issue. So I need to solve this because I had a great set on Sunday at Le Terminal.
Yep.
Fantastic set. I was like, this is.
It's a beautiful room.
Fucking destroyed, and I was purely American stand-up, like punchline. I did a couple of jokes that were like, ugh, but they're like, okay, he's joking, and they laughed. Then I did another joke, and I released the tension. I'm like, this is good. And then on Monday, and they're like, oh,
yeah. There was also 5 people. And
there were 5
it's
people,
harder
yeah.
to build. To build the tension and to build momentum.
I could again. I don't mind bombing. Because with every bomb you learn.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I need to sit. I'm like, all right, let's look at the evidence. Press play on my phone. Let's study the.
I have to learn something.
It's so interesting to me when crowds take something you say as literal.
Yeah.
Not as a joke.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example that made the crowd go, oh! I have a joke where I say I started doing Ozempic. Mm-hmm. And I did. For a month, I tried Ozempic. Okay. And the joke is it's a weird medicine because you have to stab the problem. It's like, here's the problem, here's the solution. Yeah. And the joke is like, it's the only medicine I know where you have to stab the problem. Like when I have a headache, I don't stab my wife. That's the joke, right?
Yeah.
So I say it. I say it yesterday and I hear, oh! Oh my God! Oh!
They got tricked. They were mad. They got tricked. We were liking you at the beginning. So if it was my joke, I would add. No, I'm kidding.
But that's the thing. Like it's a joke. Like you should know.
I know. But you said that people in French are more character based.
Yes.
But they exaggerate a part of themselves that is real. So people, even though it's more played, it's more big. It's bigger personalities in one way. The French crowd thinks it's a real part. So they don't see it as a character. They see it as you're exaggerating a part that is true. Like if we were at a dinner table and you just got up to say like, this happened to me. Nobody talks like that, but they think that this is real. So they don't see it as a character. They want to like you are. They don't see the layer of the craft.
Maybe. Yeah.
I have to work. I
understand. I understand what you mean, especially with the first line. You said that they like the comedian more than the person. They like the comedian more than the comedy. That is, you just.
That's a great lesson.
They want to see. It's so interesting.
There's so many people. I had this discussion yesterday, but there's so many people on the radio in French that they started as comedian and now they're radio personalities or things like that. And you're like, why is that person so famous? They don't have the greatest jokes. They don't write a lot. Maybe sometimes they have writers that write all their materials, but they are just big personalities. So people just want to like them. They want people, like the crowd want to think of you as a great cousin. Like you just put on the party at Christmas.
Interesting. I haven't yet seen a English comedian who a French comedian who's dark yet. I haven't in my in the shows I've done.
Mike Ward is the greatest.
But I haven't done shows with Mike Ward.
Yeah.
I've done shows in English with Mike Ward, but I have not done French shows.
Yeah, he's one of those he's a pioneer in the dark comedy craft in French.
I don't know if you remember, but when he started, he was a character. Like that guy with the spiky hair and with Patrick Roux, he had a show on Musique Plus.
That's right.
This is how I discovered. So he had a character.
That's right.
I think as he got older, he's like, I'm not doing that guy.
Exactly. That's why I said the evolution of comedy. I felt because there was part of our history, but now it's just stand up. Yeah, Mike is he's Mike Ward because he pioneered the dark style joke, and he had to fight
Interesting.
to say that it is a craft. You know,
I wonder if he were to start now, how would he? Because now I feel the bookers, they're a bit like, ugh. The clubs are like, oh, we don't allow racist jokes and we don't allow bigoted material, and I'm like, I wonder how he would have evolved.
Well,
maybe that's why he opened his own comedy club.
Yeah. Well, the intention have to be real clear because I do racist and homophobic joke because my girlfriend.
Because you're racist and homophobic.
Yeah, that's right. Because my girlfriend is Chinese and my father is gay. So
really?
I do those jokes, but with the angle that they are near me. I love them, and I have to make that very clear before I do all my jokes.
I have to say, when I do longer set in French, like when I do 20 minutes, it's like butter.
Nice.
Everything goes smoothly because I have the time to establish.
Exactly.
This is who I am.
Yep.
I'm an Arab. So they're like, okay, he's allowed to do. He's not just a regular white guy.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I'm trying to expand my material in French. So I want to start doing 30 minutes.
Nice.
I'm hoping by the end of the year I'll have like a.
Yeah, you'll have it.
Like I'll have like a tight 30, so I can do like 30-30. Or I saw that you guys in the French scene, you do like a double headliner, 30-30. So I'm like, I could do that,
With yourself.
No, I'll do 30 and like with someone else. Like they'll have it like a double headliner.
Yeah.
I saw that. I'm like, maybe I'll do something.
And one day you could do half French, half English.
Oh yeah.
As a pop-up show or like as an experiment.
It would be
To
interesting.
get both crowds. But
Yeah.
Everybody has to speak both languages.
but
But
the
it's
thing-
a great.
I'm thinking about it because my material, I don't have jokes that work only in English or there are jokes that work only in French.
Yeah.
So it would have to be the same material translated. So I'm like, I don't know if that would work.
No, you have an hour in English and more than that, so you can choose what.
Oh yeah, it's
what
true.
you do.
Yeah, and I could start in French, establish who I am in French.
That's
and
right.
Then in the English, just.
That's right, because the crowd
The
is gonna love
hardest.
that you're trying, and when they get
Yeah.
who you are, you can go as dark as you want in English.
I swear,
That would be great.
I'm remembering the dark joke I did yesterday. Jokes, and I remember I turned to Tommy. I'm like, I swear they work in English, and he started laughing.
Yeah, but the fact that I think French crowd are also very knowledgeable because of Mike Ward, because he no, not taught about, no, he the word teach, but in the past.
Taught.
He taught a lot of tricks, and I have to explain my sentence.
Teach,
before.
past tense, taught. That's funny.
Yeah, but during his podcast, he's talking a lot about comedy, so a lot of his crowds are more knowledgeable. So the fact that 20 minutes feels like butter is that they know that if you're doing 20 minutes, you're a real professional, and in 5 minutes is really hard to establish yourself as a professional, and they are like, oh, does he understand the layer of of a joke, or is he really saying that?
With this face, it sounds.
You're working against yourself.
Okay, can I tell you another joke that made the crowd go, oh? I have a joke where I say I started boxing classes.
Nice.
And there's two classes. There's the 2 p.m. class and the 7 p.m. class.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't do the 7 p.m. class because, I'm always busy in the afternoon with comedy. So I do the 2 p.m. class. And the 2 p.m. class, the clientele is very different. It's mainly children and their mom.
Yeah.
So now 3 times a week, I'm just beating up children and women. And the joke is like, while I was doing, I'm like, man, I'm becoming my dad,
Wow.
Because that's what happens when you turn 40, you become your parent.
Oh, that's where he learned it.
So good at it.
Oh, he was practicing at home.
So you see, there's layers of...
And it's funny.
And people go, like, usually they laugh and they
people
go,
working there, they're like, no, you have to get in the class, not at the reception.
And you can't bring the gloves, you can't bring a belt. You
have to enter the building, not in front of it.
So anyway, so I do that, and they're like, oh!
That's funny.
Oh, God. It's
That's funny because if you add one sentence, they will understand that you're speaking against yourself. Like depreciating yourself in the joke technically.
It's
but
one thing I'm trying, and maybe it's too soon. I need to become more famous. Is that I'm trying not to set up like, hey, this is a dark joke, because I used to do that joke before. Like, hey guys, do you guys want to hear a dark joke? And they would say yeah, and then I would do it.
Yeah.
And then they would laugh, or they would go, "Aw," and then I would like, "Hey, you fucking said you wanted a dark joke. This is what you get." And then, ha ha ha, they laugh. So I'm trying to just say the joke sans le préambule, without the preamble.
It's a trick. It's a trick.
Yeah, but
it's a trick that works.
That works.
Sometimes you have to do.
I don't want to do it. So I'm trying, and again, as you can see clearly, sometimes they're like, oh.
Maybe at an open mic, if you really have to try new stuff.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah, you could use that trick at the beginning of the 5
I gotta
minutes.
say, I came a bit cocky, because when I did it like a month ago, that room, I leveled.
It's
like I leveled so hard that Tommy is like, "Hey, I want to do my show in Donnacona. It's $200."
Nice.
Like I'm like, "Oh, I'm
there.
I'm fucking." So I came in with so much bravado. I'm like, I'll show these. Like I'm used to performing in front of 7 people, and they were like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Louis C.K. said it in an interview. I have to remember that I'm doing a joke about something dark, because it works so much of the time that when I get cocky about the fact that it's gonna work, it bombs.
Buddy.
You have to
maybe that's why I stay humble.
To feel like it's gonna be like it's not sure it's gonna work.
No, it's. Oh God! I was in my car. I'm like, fucking Phil is never gonna speak with me ever again. Then I messaged them and they're like, anyway, come back anytime.
You're a professional. I'm sure it went great.
The comedians, I spoke with a couple of comedians, they're like, great jokes. Like they understood.
Of course.
But my ego just... It was my first time where I had like, oh, this is like a 4... I got big pops because I did like some crowd work to get it on. But it was like, oh, okay, all right. Okay, I'm not too old to bomb. In English, I haven't bombed in years. Like I've had rough sets, but I know how to... change gears, do some crowd work, get into the and then you end up on a great note. In French, I think maybe I'm like, okay, there's still work to be refined. There's still work to do.
Right. Yeah, because you haven't translated enough material to really change subject quick, and you have to try what you prepared.
I gotta stop coming with the bravado.
I'm great.
You'll
see.
You fucking.
Hey guys, get in the boat. I'm funny.
This guy, remember this evil face.
Not the face, the name. Remember, you're gonna have nightmares. Remember the name.
It's funny, my name, Amer.
Yeah.
So in French, all my Quebecois friends call me Amer.
What?
And I've always been okay with that.
Okay.
In Arabic, it's Amer. It's close enough. It's Amer. And I find like the hosts in French shows, they're like, Amer? They know I'm an English comedian. They're like, Amer? Amir? Amer? They try to. I'm like, no, just say Amer. I don't mind at all.
Do you want them to say like the res with a name?
Res? That's not a res. Amer res.
Amer res?
Ouais.
Amer res?
Non, Amer res. J'ai aucun problème. J'ai no problem with that. They're very kind. They're like, Amber, like the English.
They're in English coming for 2 seconds.
And then I go on stage, I'm like perfectly bilingual. And they're like, what the hell? Why is he?
That's funny because in English, I have to say, I asked myself when I started doing in English, do I want to change to Oliver?
Yeah.
Foy? Yeah. But I said, my name is Olivier.
Yeah.
And it helps me when the crowd hear that I'm French before I'm on stage.
He's special needs.
Like teaching, but in the past.
That's the name of the podcast. Teaching, but in the past. Oh, that's so funny. Also, another thing I realized in the French scene is that there's a clique. There's a group
of
comedians, and they're like, oh, we went to l'École de l'Humour. We went to the humor school.
You're right.
There's like I just got accepted.
Yeah.
In the École de l'Humour.
Which is so fucking funny because in English, if you say you went to school, you'll get bullied.
It's
so
we
funny.
mock it. It's because we don't in English we don't believe you can learn how to be funny.
Yeah.
through school. That's what I still kind of believe. I think if you're funny, you're funny. You just have to put in the reps. However, again, seeing now how big they are on stage, I'm like, okay, this is what you learn maybe the performative side.
Yeah.
Maybe. Did you do the École de l'Humour?
I did. I did.
You did?
I did. Yeah. I'm gonna butter. Yeah, I did.
First of all, what is École de l'Humour? What do you learn? What have you learned the most? And what is the thing? If you were to criticize it, what would you say? And if you were to boost it, it's like, this is why it's good, what would you say?
It costs a lot of money.
Yeah, how much?
15,000.
Jesus
for
Christ.
2 years.
God
for
damn.
the comedian side, because there's also a program for 1 year as a writer.
I have a master's in aerospace engineering, and it cost me less than your clown school. Isn't that hilarious?
And we're doing the same job today.
That's true. You make more than me. So
at least I learned in the past for my real job.
So it costs 15,000. Okay.
Yeah. So not everybody can do it. One of the worst aspects is that there's a lot of class that doesn't make sense for the real job that's gonna be a comedian.
Yeah.
Like their history of comedy. Like there's, for real, there's a class for movements and just it's not really dense, but it's just like moving the space and like on your body. There's a voice class that you learn techniques to prepare yourself. You learn to be a professional. So there's a great element about that. One of the best aspects that I learned is not even a class. It's one thing you learn because you're doing it, because it's 2 years of intense. You're only 12 in each cohort.
Wow, only 12. Okay.
Yeah. So you're a small group each year, and there's a body element about it. There's a great. So the thing I want to say is you learn how to not love your jokes too much, because you produce so much in a short amount of time. So 6 weeks, every session, you have to do a new 5 minutes in front of the class.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So imagine writing 5 minutes.
Every 6 weeks?
So you're, it's 30 minutes every 3 months.
Wow, that's a lot.
So that's a lot of writing. And because you're producing so much, you don't get attached to each idea. And I feel like in English, people get attached to jokes for a long time, because I've heard people say in the green room, this guy has been doing this for like 8 years.
But that has nothing to do, by the way, with being attached. Is because
But those guys are.
That's all they can produce.
I get it.
It's not that they're addicted to the idea; is that they get addicted to killing. Is that if you have, let's say you have a.
I've seen people getting attached to jokes that don't work.
But here's the thing: is that's all they have.
You
learned through your school is to sit and write.
Yeah.
They never learned that.
Yeah. So that's a great aspect of the school as well, because I got it accepted at that school when I only did 3 open mics. So I did it very early in my comedy process. So I learned things quicker. But don't get attached to, because you do a 5 minute in front of the class, and right after you get off stage or you finish, you're still up in front of the class, and they say that didn't work, that was bad, why did you think of that? So you're still on stage, you just finished the thing you wrote that week, and you're getting feedback of like, that was funny, that sounded like you. So maybe each week you get 1 or 2 ideas that sound like it. So at the end of the session, you got maybe 200 commentary or like real feedback about what you're trying to do as an artist. And
2 years though.
Yeah.
So do you do other things? Do you do open mics, or you're like, no, I just go to school, I focus on school?
I was able to have help from my parents. No,
I meant like, do you do open mics?
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
So you're doing shows at school, and are you also doing shows at open mics?
You should.
Blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay.
And they are putting on showcases at the end of each. Is session a good word? Yeah, at the end of each session, and they invite people of the industry. So there's an aspect of it's a real showcase for producers and things like that to see you. So it boosts career.
Okay, interesting.
But there's a real debate of if it's even if it's still needed in the comedy industry, because you have to remember it's a school that started 35 years ago, but the guy who started Juste pour rire, just for laugh, because he wanted new comics to put on the festival, so he created the school to get new comedians. So in the past there was no way to learn how to do shows. But
now there's so many.
But now with internet, it's like, is that even a real path, or is it necessary?
I'm a big proponent of schools. I love the idea of school.
Mm-hmm.
I took a comedy class. I took 2 classes when I started comedy.
Okay.
I took a class with Joey Elias. I don't know if you know him.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
He's a great Montreal comedian.
Yeah. Really nice.
The podcast before this one was with Joey Elias.
Oh,
people
nice.
listening, yeah.
Oh, I'm right after. I think that's where I fit in the comedy scene. Like, he's my opener. He's my podcast opener.
Yeah, that's yeah.
He got all the views, and I'm gonna get few.
No, don't worry about that. We'll switch to French. We'll get more views. And no, but I took this class, and
nice.
it was good feedback because I kind of respected him. Like, I respect him as a comedian.
Yep.
And I also took a writing class at McGill, how to write jokes.
Okay.
But I find that most of my life, like, I'm an autodidact. I study by myself.
Word, yeah.
Like the history of comedy, I learned it by myself. Even if it seems useless, it's not that useless. They say if you want to learn from, like, if your hero is Louis C.K., study what Louis C.K. studied, and you'll understand him better.
Yeah.
So I've studied like the old Jack Benny Youngman, like all those old
Nice.
set of punchline. My wife. Oh, let me tell you about.
Yeah.
Like my joke about you don't stab my wife. And when I do it in English, I go, "Oh, my wife, go, folks. Let me tell you about my wife." And people who understand,
Dangerfield.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People understand you. They're like, "Oh, he's this."
I wanted to show off my history as well.
Dangerfield. So I learned a lot by my own, also like how to be an artist and let go of the corporate mindset, blah blah blah. But that's interesting. But it's so funny, the conversations, when I do open mics, they're like, "Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna get accepted at the humor clown school."
Yeah. It gets
so much stress,
disproportionate.
Yeah. And now I understand they take 12 people a session. That's crazy.
Yeah, there are some credits because of the fact that it's restrictive.
Yeah.
But I don't know how I feel about the fact that I did it.
Yeah.
I think I did it too early in my career because I didn't learn about myself enough on the real open mics scene. And I also graduated right before the pandemic, so I had to start all over again anyway. But I worked at the Bordel.
Yeah.
That was my second school because I watched so much shows, and I felt like I understood almost half of the things I was taught. Taught during the period where I worked at the Bordel.
You saw what you taught being applied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was my second school.
Yeah. So it was your master's degree.
Yeah, that's right.
Your bachelor,
my doctorate,
and then master's. Yeah. Doctorate is just.
This is my doctorate.
That's right.
Oh,
yes.
No.
Doctorates in the streets. You're learning it. Open mic after show after open mic after show. This is how you get better.
Yeah.
But I find. I don't know. What I like about, like, when I studied engineering, right? It was applied science.
Yep.
I find that being a comedian, you're an artist. So, and now all my comedy comes from my life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I live something and I talk about it through jokes and punchlines.
Yeah.
And that process of living life is the biggest teacher.
Yeah.
Like right now you talk about your Asian girlfriend and your gay dad because this is what you're living. Maybe in 5 years something else will happen, and so you're learning how to write, but also you have to learn how to live, so you have something to write about.
You're right. So
that's a school of life.
And I'm discovering more and more that part as I evolve.
Yeah, like you're balding. I just noticed when you did this. I'm like, welcome to the club, buddy.
I'm getting there. And I have new jokes about it because I have to talk about it. I'm going to do one I'm going to be...
How do you feel about...
tonight?
How old are you?
31.
Oh, that's approximately when I started losing my hair as well.
That hurt more than when I'm looking at myself in the mirror. That sentence hurt.
But are you doing? Are you doing to correct?
Nothing.
Or you don't care.
No.
You don't want to put some, dude. Put some Rogaine. It works.
No, I'm gonna put some sunscreen, but nothing else. I just want to get hot. But I don't know how. I have a weird relationship with my body. Like I'm just accepting it. I'm like,
you're like 6'4", you're tall, svelte, you're a handsome guy.
I have to work out.
Yeah, but whatever,
I'm
man.
not doing it, so I'm like, as long as I'm not doing it, I cannot judge myself. Or like,
that's very healthy thinking.
Yeah, because if I hate myself, I'm just hating the fact that I'm not doing anything. So I'm choosing to do nothing, so I cannot judge myself. So I cannot hate my body. So I just hate the fact that I'm not doing anything.
It's a lot of...
Yeah. I'm just hating the process.
Carry the 2, divide by 5.
Yeah.
That's an interesting equation.
I'm predicting myself really by that.
It's so funny. Like now, I don't have a girlfriend.
Okay.
So, and I found a lot of my jokes that I wrote in the past is like my family. It's all my relationship based.
Yeah.
My family, my girlfriend, my friends. All my jokes come like me interacting with an object or interacting with a person.
Wow.
All my comedy stems from this. Me living something with someone or with something. And now I'm like, okay, I need to take care of my health. I'm 42. I'm not a young man anymore. So like my old hour is done. I tour with it. It's good. So I'm like, okay, let's work on my new hour.
Yeah.
And my new hour is like, all right, I'm trying to improve my life, trying to lose weight. Okay. So it's like now I'm writing, like the new relationship is a relationship with myself.
That's great.
And just that thought, I'm like, oh, this is an endless.
Yeah.
Endless.
That's another level. Because anybody can relate. Not everybody can relate to the fact that you saw a funny thing or like you had an interaction with a comedy dépanneur or anything like that. But your own reflection, the philosophy about yourself, I feel like almost everybody has some, everybody has the same thoughts. So
I'm trying to work on that, and it's not easy, by the way, because it can get very sad very quickly. There's nothing that can
you have to go deep.
You have to go deep, but
and make it lighter afterwards.
I have to, for my own sake, first of all, so I don't lose my mind, because it's what I'm saying reflects how I feel, but I'm trying to get like the funniest, most truthful thing about this feeling.
Have you tried a lot of those jokes recently? Like, do you feel that it connects with the audience?
Right now is I'm just working on my like losing weight, getting back in shape.
Yep.
And the jokes are good. They're hitting. It's like pow, pow, pow. They're funny. I want to write, and I'm having a lot of difficulties with it, about male loneliness.
Yeah.
Because I keep hearing about it. I'm like, wait, I live alone. I don't have a girlfriend. Okay. I'm like, I live alone.
So you're not feeling it, but you're aware of it and like as a danger that could happen to you?
I don't see it as dangerous. I don't think male loneliness is dangerous as if you have a...
You're looking at loneliness like I'm looking at your head. Like it's coming. I'm sorry.
That's funny. No, I consider it the route to success. You're lonely. You're all by yourself, and you're pushing through. Yeah. So if you have a mission, you're not lonely because you're with the mission, right? It's the days where I'm like, okay, let's take a break. Yeah. Where I'm like, oh fuck! I look around and I'm like, it's me and possibly a mouse in my kitchen.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, this is people who just do a 9 to 5 and come back home and watch Netflix and go to sleep too late and
their
wake
mission
up
is just to forget about the fact that they don't like their jokes.
Exactly, to numb themselves.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is like I think on Saturday, I had a show and it got canceled, and it was like the first Saturday in months where I didn't have a show. And I was like, holy moly! It's just
not only what do I do, but who I am.
Who am I? Exactly.
Yeah.
Who am I if I'm not pursuing my dream? If I'm not writing jokes, and I'm like, oh, I'm just a fat guy. Like literally, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna eat cheese and bagels, and I'm like, oh, this is where like my food issues come from. Is that, sadness is how can I say this? If you're gonna be sad, why not be sad with ice cream? That's the joke.
Yeah.
Because at least ice cream exists. In the sense that you could be sad. Yeah. Or you could be sad with ice cream. And I'm trying to develop the idea like I'm lucky. I'm trying to see like as a gratefulness thing. Because you're supposed to be grateful in life. Like I'm grateful I live in the year 2026 where everybody can buy or steal ice cream.
Yeah.
You could lose your job. You could lose your girlfriend. You could lose your hair. You can still buy Haagen-Dazs from the dépanneur or have a poor Pakistani man deliver it to you through DoorDash.
But it's a short time solution and a longer problem.
Listen, stop being so logical, all right?
That's
okay.
Right. We have a lot of the same reflections, you know. It's where
it's the boldness. That's you're my bold.
We're connecting.
We're connected through the.
Yeah. There's no interruption.
The bolder you get, the more we'll understand each other.
The same antenna.
I do believe comedians. We all share. There's depth in us.
Yep.
That I don't see in the normal person.
And you know, we're trying to escape loneliness. I feel like I don't. There's a saying, or like it's almost a running gag that almost all comedians got bullied or they felt lonely when they were young, and I used comedy to get through every group of friends that they were at school. I didn't have one group of friends, but the fact that I was funny, I could like be an electron getting to every group. And now when I'm not doing comedy, I feel like, oh, okay, loneliness can be scary, but I'm accepting it more and more as an adult, because I remember it's gonna be a weird parallel, but like the early Greek philosophers were philosophers because they had enough money to get lonely or to get what is ennui? Boredom. So I'm trying to see boredom as a tool.
That's good.
Because you have to get new ideas, you have to go deep, and the only way to go deep is to take the time. And I feel like as professional comedians, I don't have a real job. I only do comedy. I have to use my time to get bored, to get lonely, because it's only in that space I'm gonna have new ideas that people that go to a 9 to 5, they don't really have the luxury to go that deep about themselves.
And what they do is that maybe they'll touch to it and they're like they'll get scared.
Of course.
And I think this is where orators or creators of thought, that I don't want to, that sounds a bit like, ooh, we are creators of thoughts. But that's what we do, is that we're not scared to go into the subject that usually scare people.
And we don't even create it. We just discover it.
We live it. We're like I don't know who said it. We're like a open nerve.
Yeah.
Genre, and we're so because we feel everything.
So sensitive.
We're just an open nerve. Just Just feeling, and it's it's I'm the fact that I'm like writing about my relationship with myself and trying to improve myself, and I'm like, I'm curious to see where my writing will take me.
And I'm curious how it's gonna connect with the French crowd, as we said, because I think they're gonna resonate with the intricate, or like the your personal life.
80% of the time it works perfectly. 20% they're like, oh Jesus. Oh, do Jesus.
And you know, that's part of the choice. You made a choice by choosing this style, and you have to accept the fact that it's not going to be for everybody.
I have 20, like when I do jokes, let's say I'm doing a longer set, I'll touch the fact that I'm an Arab. I'll do 9/11 jokes, but they're good jokes, and I kind of prep them for the darker stuff. When I'm doing shorter sets now, where I'm like, right away, let's jump into like the deep thing. That's where I'm like, I need to balance it out. I need to find a better way to balance it out.
You have experience. I'm not telling you what to do, but in my experience, like, do you do like a build up in English as well to get to the dark stuff, or you spread it out? Or do you do the build up in French because you think you have to?
In English now, I'm mostly doing longer sets in English. And I have the time to.
So you're building the darkness.
And by the way, it's building with jokes, not just like this. It's like joke, cuter, cute, dark, pow, and it just explosions of laughter, like shocks and horror and laughter, and at the end I'm sucking on the mic and say crescendo, thank you, good night, and they're like, Jesus Christ, that was insane.
When I tried to do it this way in French, I felt like because they want to like me, if I don't do dark jokes in the beginning, they're liking me, and when I'm switching to dark, they're like, why are you doing this to us? we liked you. So I have to do some form of dark jokes in the beginning to tell them, be on the edge.
Yeah.
There's gonna be joke. It's coming. I have to prepare them because I want them to like me with that in the mix.
I have to find a way for them to like me even though they don't like me. Because this is who I am. I don't... Okay, I want you to laugh at my jokes.
Yeah.
I want you to hate yourself for loving me. Does that make sense?
That's funny.
I need to find a way. It's gonna be. I'm very interested and curious about my future because I know I'm gonna have to do more French comedy. I already feel.
I'm so happy you're doing it.
Like all my open mic nights, I'm giving them now to French. So as many like lundi or jeudi, I'm doing mostly French just so I can. Because I want to start making more 20-minute spots to a couple $100 here, a couple hundred. I'm just getting my name out there.
Yep.
Weekends now, on weekends I'm doing whatever pays. If I'm getting paid in English, I'll do it. If I'm getting paid in French, I'll do it in French.
The French is gonna get
already, dude. Yeah. It's insane. Already, I was telling this to an English comedian last time. I started in January.
Yep.
Since January, I've made more money doing French comedy than I've done English comedy in the first 3 years of doing.
Yeah.
It's insane.
And because you have experience and
that's true.
I
got lucky. Every show I've done, I got booked to do another show, or I got booked on that show like a month later.
Yeah.
And it took me 3 months to get that first spot.
I know, because you're popping out of nowhere from their point of view with real experience.
Yeah.
And I felt a bit like that when I started in English as well.
That's good.
Like, I'm so grateful to do Just for Laugh this summer.
Congratulations. I saw your name. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't even think I did 50 shows in English.
Don't tell them that. Let's cut this out.
No,
they don't need to know that.
But that's real. I had the luxury to do the showcase, and I got booked. But I think I'm more relaxed because I don't see the path to being really famous in English. So I'm just doing it as practice because I don't know how the structure really works.
It's a lot of self-producing. In English, my goal, knock on wood, it becomes Allah if you're listening, is I want to do the road in English.
Yeah.
And I want to do exclusively French in Quebec.
Nice.
Because I'm making more money headlining across Canada.
Yep.
But I'm self-producing 99% of the shows.
Mm-hmm.
So you learn, because you run shows, so you know how to set up a room, set up a spotlight, set up a camera, sell tickets, advertise, all this. You know how to do all of that.
Yep.
So I think once you have your hour in English, I'll give you everything you need. All the rooms I've done, all the people I messaged.
That's so nice.
And just they're gonna love you.
But I think it helps me in a bit, in a way, because the fact that I don't see really that, and I would love to do it.
Yeah.
But right now,
do it,
the French part is so lucrative that I'm only using English as like a practice ground, or like I'm trying at the Comedy Nest. Often I'm trying some jokes that I wrote in French, and I'm trying it for the first time in English.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, even if I bomb here, it's not my real career. And if it works, great. Yeah. And I think it's working because I don't care as much. And in French, I have to learn to care less, so I get more comfortable and a bit cocky as well, because like you look great, and you could do that in French as well. Like. You're gonna know how it works, but you can use it as a way to write some new jokes.
I haven't yet written a joke just in French. Like I'm trying to write a joke.
You don't really have to, but an idea you write in English, you can try it in French first, because now you're an headliner in English. It feels weirder if you're trying some new stuff and you're not killing every time.
Yeah, because now, as I said, I'm prioritizing French open mics and French small shows during the week. So I'm testing jokes in French, and then I'm like, if they work in French, I'll take them on the road with me in English, or I'll do them on on bigger shows in English.
I think that's the way to do it.
Because I have to find a way to monetize, and like I gotta start making more money.
Yeah.
Like this is like I cannot. I gotta start building up. I think I'm honestly thinking of starting a French podcast. That's like
you should do it. You should do it.
There's
And
24 hours in a day.
I know we laughed about the school, but
Yeah.
I feel like the fact that the school is so respected in the French, I think it's respected when you write a lot. So if you're trying new jokes in French and people start to see that you're doing great and you have like a real personality on stage and you're comfortable and you're trying new stuff as well, it's gonna boost your booking as well.
As I said, so far,
We love people that's working.
I've met only cool people in the French scene. It's not toxic at all.
You're gonna see how it is. You're gonna see it.
I'm slowly gonna get to know the toxic side of the French comedy scene.
Everybody who did this school.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
So far, I've met really, really I've met funny people. That's like
Wow.
Philippe Drolet.
Yeah.
He's so fucking silly and
I
funny.
love him.
And he's such a silly when he starts the show with Dire Straits.
Yeah.
It's like bienvenue, and I'm like, oh, this guy's so retarded.
He's
With
building
and I
so
mean
much
this with love.
energy.
With so much love, he's
Yeah.
so retarded. I mean this with love. If he's listening, Tommy, I met. He's a kid, but he's so energetic and funny. Alexis, he hosts the Le Grand Lionel.
Oh fuck.
He's a very young man. He has a little mustache. I
Okay.
told him he looks like the victim and at the same time.
That's funny.
I want to say about something I realized as well. The crowds.
Mhm.
When I do English comedy in English, let's say you're in the crowd, if people heckle you, you can be mean. You can even
Yeah.
if they don't heckle you, if you're mean, the other people will laugh.
Yeah, because you're owning the moment.
Exactly. In French,
Nope.
I did I think it was at Sur Mesure. There was a girl. It was her birthday, and she was wearing a tiara.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, okay, it's a woman wearing a tiara on her birthday. Excuse. Then I found out she was 40 years old. I'm like, lady, you're a bit old to wear a tiara on her birthday. And then the crowd was like, hey. I'm like, she's fucking 40. And I lost
Yeah.
and then right away I made a joke like, oh no, I'm just jealous because when I put a tiara, it hurts my bald head.
It's funny.
So I'm like, I gotta.
Yeah. And you know what? It's a perfect example of they want to like you.
Yeah.
And they want to feel like you're part of the family or something like that. They want to love the comedians more than the joke. It's a perfect example of that. A comedian friend of mine said, I'm trying not to be mean in the first response because it's like you have an interaction. It's like somebody bump into you on the streets and you're
But the
flashing
thing
a gun
is
right
that
away.
in English, I'm really good at
Yeah,
being
because
mean.
they have guns in England. They have real guns.
Like in English, my meanness
Yeah.
comes out as funny.
Yeah.
But in French, my meanness comes out as just mean.
That's
Like-
exactly what I said. You're right.
And I'm like,
Yeah, it's a perfect interpretation.
And I'm like, hey man, I have to find a way.
Yeah.
Oh, this is exciting.
It's almost like the game is not to be funny, it's to be likable.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not. I'm gonna have to build. I'm gonna have to.
Or the ratio is not the same.
Like Martin Matt.
Yep.
When he was young, I haven't seen him in the past 10 years, but 10, 15 years ago, he was like so cocky and proud of himself. He wasn't looking to be liked.
You're right, but
Sugar Sammy,
He's-
not looking to be
Yeah,
liked.
yeah.
Mike Ward, not looking to be liked. Guillaume Wagner, he's not looking to be liked. He's fucking fuck society, fuck your
and
system.
he's not doing stand-up anymore because
No,
of that.
really?
He's taking a break.
Oh,
but
wow, I
you
didn't know that. But
the
he was
other
so good.
examples are like so exaggerated that it looks like a character.
Maybe I need to because Sugar Sammy is.
Yeah.
It looks. He's maybe
But Martin Matt
It's so
feels like a character, just
Yeah.
like as we described at the beginning of the
Yeah.
podcast. And Mike Ward, one of the greatest things that helped him is the podcast because people saw behind the character. And you know what? I had
Pantelis. He's not looking to be liked on stage.
he's likable.
He's like. I think
He's
it's his voice.
likable.
I think it's his voice. His voice makes him so.
Yeah, and
he can say whatever he
He
wants.
looks gay as well, so like the people are like,
Yeah, that's right,
He's part of a
Pantelis.
community. Yeah.
He's Greek. They all look gay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
but he is likable,
Yeah.
even though he's
Yeah.
doing dark jokes.
Yeah.
And I think
Again, maybe
he's
it's
spread.
podcast.
And Martin Matt, I studied him for a bit, and I was like, in his first hour, he had a 10 or 12 minutes number that was about his brother, and that helped his likability, because the character is so mean, but the fact that there's a moment so real in that hour, now we know who he is. Now we can be sure that it's a character when he's playing arrogant, because he had real trauma in his family. So I think if he didn't have that number in that first special, I think his reputation would be really different, because he got known while being really vulnerable and cocky. So I think the ratio was perfectly balanced.
I think one of my strengths in comedy is I'm very vulnerable. Like, I talk about my dying body, my dark thoughts. It's true. That's I think comes with a lot of experience.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot of open micers, they're scared. So that's why they have like sometimes like really hard, dark, like just for the sake of being dark, or like they talk about pickles and bananas because they don't want to. But I've never had issues. Maybe I need to. The more vulnerable I am, the more like, okay, he's just human, and then maybe they'll allow me to be as disgusting or as rude or as mean as possible. Because like, oh, he's mean to himself. Yeah. So he's just treating us the way. Maybe that's.
And you don't really think you have to be laughing at yourself, because Martin Matt, he's not doing self-deprecating jokes.
He's a completely different.
But the number on his brother, we know it's about him, but he's not laughing at him. So he's keeping like the, you know what I mean? He's not self-deprecating.
Yeah. It's that's the journey, I think, of self-discovery, where you gotta find who you are.
When I started, I did like almost deadpan absurd jokes.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you're very animated. You speak with your hand.
But I wasn't
I could tell your dad is gay.
I was like, no. But at the beginning, I feared being vulnerable on stage.
Of course, yeah.
And because I have a background in improv, and I was used to have a crowd, a team. Yeah. When I got lonely on stage, I was like, oh, if I bomb, it's all because of me. And then I learned, if I'm doing great, it's all because of me as well. And that got me to be more vulnerable. But it's great that you always had that.
Yeah. Well, it's very, again, it's I don't want to say it always has that. It's just I started talking about my life, and then as you grow older as a person, avec l'âge, you learn. Again, it's all, at the end of the day, it's always a relationship with yourself, right? Even as I'm saying this right now, and I say like all my material was a relationship with things and people, but at the end of the day, it's always a relation, like how you viewed it and how you lived this moment.
Of course.
So it's being an artist is a wild ride. Being
an artist is also trying to understand what world are we living in, and things. So
I'm not much about that. I don't. It's my inner world.
You're trying to discover yourself.
Yeah, that's it. That's
but that's understanding life as well.
Because there's comedians who talk like, society, and I'm like, I've never been.
No, but.
Never been that guy. I like it, like Doug Stanhope.
I'm not like, society, but trying to be vulnerable is trying to understand what's your relationship with your own life and the time you have on earth and things like that. I think comedians are, I know it's so cheesy to say, like a kind of a it's not like philosophers.
You're so.
I
don't want to say it. I don't want to say it.
I'm thinking it, but I'm not sure I want to be vulnerable with this sentence. I wish I didn't say it,
the joke I always open with about comedians. I love comedians. I find comedians they're so full of wisdom, but they're so retarded at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's my opening line. That's the first line I say when I headline or when I do like 12:50. I open with this. Just right away, I dropped retarded. In the first
That's funny.
10 seconds.
My first joke is I'm saying the word pedophile.
Hell yeah!
For what I said before, I have to say a dark word early.
Olivier Foy, Amores, bro.
Yeah,
same.
We're clicking.
The same UHF antenna. Trying to get. The bolder you get, you're going to start saying the N-word. You'll see. It's
I'm going to have to find a black girlfriend.
It's okay, my
just to do the joke.
That's one of my dreams, is to have an N-word joke that is so good that even black people go, God damn, that's a good joke. I've never been able.
While saying the N-word.
Yeah. I'm an Arab, technically.
That's a real.
I'm an Arab. I'm an Arab. Listen, one of my favorite jokes is.
So the only way that's keeping you away from loneliness is thinking about the N-word. That's so messed up. Okay, that's your goal.
Okay. Let me rephrase this, people.
Wow.
It's not a goal of mine, but I would like to, because all my like Chris Rock.
Because it's a representation of people know you so well that they understand that it's not.
It's not that. It's the ability to write a joke that is so good that you're like, okay, do you know Chris Rock has a joke that says, "I love black people, I hate N-words."
Yeah.
It's for me, it's a perfectly written bit. It's perfect.
First of all, he has a pass.
He has a pass. It's true. He is black. Louis C.K. about the N-word.
Of course.
Not like he nailed.
I know.
So I'm like, these guys are my heroes.
But
so like, I would love to be able to. The closest I've got. You got tense. I have a joke about Black Lives Matter.
If you're saying a word about my father, we're gonna have a brawl.
No. The closest I've got to writing a joke about like the black experience is I have a joke where I say rap was so much better when Black lives didn't matter. Because I thought it was real back then. Now it's just, you know what I mean?
Wow.
So this is, and that joke, I don't do it often. I need black people in the crowd.
Yeah.
If there's black people in the crowd, black people love it.
Yeah. It's the same about my girlfriend. If there's one Asian in the crowd, it doesn't work because everybody's looking at that person.
Yeah.
But
you say that?
If I'm no, I don't use it as a joke. I should. But most time there's none.
Yeah.
So it works anyway because they're all like, oh, it doesn't matter. It's not a real person we're talking about. Or if there's a lot, like it's just part of the crowd and. But if there's one, they're all like, "Is it okay? Is it okay?"
Oh my God!
But you know what about the Louis C.K. thing? Like, I think it's a relationship with your fame if you're able to do one of those jokes because they know your craft, they know who you are. Louis C.K. We know he's friend with Chris Rock. Yeah. Like we bet he has the pass in the group. Because Chris Rock is one of the.
I don't know if he uses it off stage.
He used it in a podcast in an interview.
Yeah, but for me that's on stage. If there's a mic in front of you, that's on stage. I'm not saying like he's like. I don't think he's hanging out.
Don't say it right now.
No. I don't worry about it.
I'm kidding.
No, please.
But you know, it's a really he has to be known to like it's part of his third special.
Yeah,
he built the fact that he's going where he's not supposed to.
I see what you mean in the sense that for me it's like I want to have the ability to write it. For you, it's like, well, you also need to earn the privilege.
With the relationship with the audience.
And that you need the relationship with the audience. You're right.
It's a mix of both.
I was only thinking about the ability. I was not thinking about the...
because if you're trying it like now...
Especially now with this face. I gotta grow my beard if I'm gonna.
You're also right that it has to be a perfect written joke.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah. Like it's to write that. Oh my God! You know how good you have to be.
Yeah.
For people to go, God damn it, that's a great joke.
Would Mike Ward have a great N-word bit?
100%. I'm sure he has already. He's just scared to do it. No. Yeah.
He's working on his next scandal.
He's like, he has it on a whiteboard and he's like, or a blackboard.
Yeah.
He's like.
He's like,
what's the joke about?
I never used the board. I'm writing on it.
But you understand what I mean, right?
Of course.
Yeah. It's not that. It's not. I don't want to say it for the pleasures of saying it.
No.
I wanna.
I get it.
I want
part
people.
Of dark humor. That you get away. And Jason Lick said a thing about it. That you cannot be. It's not shocking humor.
No.
A dark comedian is getting away with something that you shouldn't. So you know where the line is. Yeah. And people like you anyway. That's just like what you said before. Like I want them to hate the fact that they like me. It's exactly that.
I don't know how to do it though. You see, I get this thought. I'm like, how are they?
You're gonna get there because it's your goal.
I'm spending all this loneliness time. Yeah.
Oh
Man, isn't it? I love this job.
Yeah.
Isn't it a great job?
Thank you so much, man. I'm having a blast, and I'm so happy you have a great experience with French comedians because
So far,
most
amazing,
of them are really nice, and I feel great because I feel a bit accepted in the English group
Well, you're
as
very
well.
likable.
Thank you. I'm not really known in the group or things like
Yeah.
that. I don't have English comedians friends really, except you.
No, brother.
Except you.
Habibi, come on, man.
I'm happy to have one. But,
Start with one. You got the boldest one.
We're gonna build up.
Hey!
We're gonna larger. That's not what I meant as well.
Started from the bottom and
We're gonna
then
get more.
enlarge your circle. Not gonna build up. You're gonna enlarge.
But I love the fact that when I get off stage,
Yeah.
English comedians are very nice as
That's
well.
nice. Well, you're very likable. That's. I've never been able to. Again, maybe it's this fucking face, but I gotta find a way to be more. Maybe again, my goal right now. I'm like, if I don't know, it's toxic. I shouldn't be thinking this way. But in my mind, if I lose weight, if I get in shape,
No.
my face will be
No.
more likable. Fuck.
You are likable.
God damn it.
You are likable.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's okay. It's gonna take time. And sometimes, because I know you're a professional and you're working on your stuff, sometimes like you have to prepare more because you're trying jokes in French and it's not really easy, or it's not as easy for you. So I think there's a bubble element about it that people don't know you and you seem like maybe concentré or like focused on your craft. So maybe before they don't know you and you are approachable, but they don't know it yet.
I am approachable? Oof.
Wow, with a stick. No.
I find that there's good things when you look like this, is that I like to go on night walks and nobody bothers me. Dude, I'm on
you can walk as fast as you want.
I can walk as slow as fast. On Saint-Hubert, which is becoming homeless crack city, and it's my favorite street in Montreal.
You're Moise.
I just walk and they're like, even the homeless people are like, no. Like nobody. And I just, like this face. By the way, I'm listening to like fucking Marimé. You understand? I'm listening to
funny.
ABBA in my earphones.
Wow.
And I'm walking down the street and everybody is like, so this...
You're Moses for homeless people.
Dude, where do you live, if I may ask?
I live near Jarry Station.
Okay, so we're neighbors. I live
Yeah.
near Jarry Station too.
Yeah.
So you know Saint-Hubert.
Of course.
Dude, I walked, last time I was walking, and there was a bunch of guys that were all smoking crack.
Yeah.
And I walked.
And I had a blast that time. I couldn't say hi to you, but I was there.
Dude, I walked in the cloud of crack smoke of the guy. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I apologize for walking in his cloud of crack. I'm like, okay, this is not good. I think I saw like 2-3 prostitutes as well. I'm like, what's happening? You know what Saint-Hubert reminds me of St. Catherine in like late 90s.
Wow.
Like, I don't know, how old, you said you're 31, 32.
31,
so do you remember when there were prostitutes on St. Catherine?
I grew up in Quebec City, so I've only been in the city for 10 years.
Quebec, St. Catherine, St. Catherine in the younger years.
I feel like St. Catherine is still like that.
No, now there's no prostitutes. Not that I'll go looking for them, but I remember Saint Laurent, Saint Catherine.
Yep.
It was prostitute city, bro. Bunch of prostitutes at the corner. It wasn't as open.
And my dad in the village.
And your dad in the village, like, woo! Let's go. Oh, the village is still a bit scary at night. But now I think with the roads closing, it's I don't see, again, I see a lot of crackheads, but I don't see prostitutes. Like back then, dude, you would be driving looking for parking, and they just prostitute after and like you.
As soon as you stop, somebody enters the car.
It was weird. Now it's very clean, but now when I walk on Saint-Hubert, I'm like, oh, this is. So I like this
because it's covered up.
Maybe that's why I don't see cops anymore. Like I'm like, what the hell? What's happening to my?
I'm hosting a show on Saint-Hubert near Beaubien, and did you do the Ernest?
No, not yet. Not yet.
I'm working there, so I'm gonna.
When are you hosting? I'll come check it out.
So we are 3 guys in rotation. one host, one has a new 5 or 7 minutes show to do, and the other is.
What date are you hosting? I want to come watch you.
I'm doing like a chronique, a new 7 minutes Monday. Next Monday.
Next Monday, okay.
And I'm hosting, but I'm gonna put a word.
I want
to
to see.
be on the
I want to
show.
see you host.
Yeah, my pleasure.
I want to see the host. I find hosting.
I'm more likable hosting than when I do stand up.
When I started comedy, I had hair. I was handsome. I became quickly the resident host.
Beautiful, but in the past.
Beautiful, but in the past. Oh, that sounds poetic and so sad. By the way,
sorry.
It's coming for you, motherfucker. Get ready.
I know.
And I became a host. I was the host for the oldest English comedy show in the Comedy Showcase.
Yeah.
On Wednesdays, I was the resident host for like 8 years.
Wow.
Of that show. So I learned how to be funny, likable, dark, everything. So hosting is amazing if your goal is to be a headliner, host as much as you can. First of all, you make more money and you get to try more jokes. But my advice, learn when to stop. Because
when to get off stage. Oh no, when to stop, like, do the job.
I'm done hosting. I want to. Once you start like getting a couple of headlining gigs, hosting will always tempt you because again, you make money, but
you're right.
You gotta like hosting is a different energy. Mm-hmm. You learn a lot hosting.
You get used to the pay, and you don't evolve your craft.
You don't evolve because you're always the same guy off the top. I find when I headline, depending of what shows I do, I because of all my experience hosting, and also it kind of, I don't want to say you become hacky, but when you're hosting, your first jokes, they have to be easy so that the crowd knows, okay, this is comedy. Yep. So you have to be the bottom of the you have to establish the bottom comedy that could happen, but as a headliner you have to reach for the ceiling of the comedy spectrum for the crowd and for yourself. You want to evolve and get better and better, but I find as a host, once you're a good host, you're a good host. You know how to turn a bad crowd into a good crowd. You turn it a good crowd. I find like, but I'm grateful. I'm so grateful because I go in shows now where if I didn't have all my hosting experience, I would eat a bag of dicks. Like, it's so good to know how to... Sometimes also you do shows with a bad host. Yeah. And then you're like, okay, I know how to change gears, shift.
As stupid as if there's a glass breaking, you're able to shift, you're able to be comfortable in the moment.
And you're not
That's
scared.
why I love my improv show as well.
Oh, your improv show, I felt the most present I've been in a long time.
I'm so happy you say this.
And I got to see levels. Like I got to see Dolino.
Yep.
Dude.
He's great.
He's so likable.
Talking about likability.
Black people are so likable. Is
that
racist?
And they have the N-word pass.
And they have.
It's given to them. They don't have to reach for it.
It's bestowed to them.
It's almost like they have everything.
Big dicks, the N-word, they're likable. Man, I wish I was black. We'll talk more about it.
We're kidding.
Yesterday, again, the show yesterday, Phil was saying, like, I don't like it when people talk about their penises.
Yeah.
So I was doing my jokes, and sometimes they would go, and then I would hear Phil laughing, and I would go like, my penis, my black penis. And then he probably was like, did you just say you have a black penis? I'm like, uh-huh. I was like, God damn it.
Just to tease it.
Oh, my God.
Yes, you saw that Dolino is, he's really comfortable in the moment.
And his character is himself, kinda.
Yeah. That's what.
So I'm like, okay, that's levels. Again, levels. But I was happy with my sets. A couple of jokes did not work, but they were interesting. But I was happy with my set. But I'm like, oh, there's levels. Like this guy, he's so comfortable. Put his back on the. Yeah. He's I saw him working at the La Cabine. He's just very comfortable, so likable. I don't have charm, I think, on stage. I gotta learn how to develop that.
I don't think I have as well. And you know what? Because Dolino, he has a great laugh. Yeah. He's so communicative.
Also extremely handsome.
Yeah.
He's like really handsome.
But I'm not even sure the handsomeness. But
Jack too.
In his case,
huge
it
conk.
helps. But like, there's people who like Louis C.K. I'm not sure he has likability really, but handsomeness.
1,000,000% he has likability.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Because he looks so bad.
He looks like disheveled and looks like a funny homeless guy. Like he inspired the way I dress. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a reason I wear the same thing.
I'm reaching for this. I almost put on the same polo shirt as you.
You know how many of those I have? I have 10. I have 10 of these. And the sweater,
I'm not even kidding. I was.
Dude, you should have.
Right
it would have
there.
been great. It would have been great. The 2 polos.
Yeah, with the same hair.
The same.
Yeah.
Okay.
The same guy.
I feel it's starting to rain. I think we should stop. Olivier,
man, I appreciate it.
It's been so fun. We need to do it again.
Thank you so much.
We spoke about comedy and art. We need to next time. We need to talk about your Asian girlfriend.
Yeah.
Where did you kidnap her? How much it cost you? Your gay father, your childhood. We need
so much to unpack.
We have so much to unpack. How you got into comedy.
Yep.
This was too short. This is how I know a good podcast is when at the end you're like, fuck, there's so much more to talk about.
So much fun.
This was so nice.
If people are curious, they can go see Humour sur Mesure on YouTube.
Humour sur Mesure. I'll put everything in the comment, not the comment, in the whatever. Underneath this video, there's gonna be texts where you can find Olivier, where you can go watch his shows, where to follow him. Truly a great guy, guys.
Thank
Olivier
you,
Foy. Call him and tell him his last name should not be said this way.
I'm just happy I have one friend in English.
You have one. We'll see.
For now.
An acquaintance. Let's building up, motherfucker. Guys, thank you so much for listening. If this is your first time, click subscribe. I have always interesting guests on the show. Let's grow this podcast. So soon this will also become like a bilingual show. I think I don't know if I should start another channel or just turn this one into a French. We'll figure it out.
Maybe a Patreon or something like that.
Maybe I should. I do need money. Guys, send me money. Whatever, if you're listening. I don't have a Patreon. If you find me on the street, just give me $20. And guys, subscribe. Thank you, guys. I love you. I love you, Gene. I love you, Gabe. Bye, everybody. Bye.